Hello once again. I'm glad to see you back. Okay, guys. Uh, we both have to thank you because you are taking half hour out of your lifetime that you are watching our episode. This is episode number 28. And you can always watch all our episodes. All you have to do is just go to www.whitehillsactingstudios.com. Once you're on that site, then you will see a separate window on that site which will say podcast. Just click on the podcast and you will see all our 28 episodes in there. Okay, and they're all about you because you are a budding actor, a new actor, and we will give you all the information. I will talk from my experience. I make feature films and I act in them and I choose my actors, so I know what I'm talking about. Rochelle has done so much hard work by going to different sites and collecting some very important information. Okay, so we need to focus just for you. So before the break, Rochelle, you were talking about while we were taking a break,
Yeah.
and you said, I'm going to tell the audiences about Keep It Simple.
Yes.
What was that about?
Well, it's the famous KISS, Keep It Simple, Sweetheart. And what does that mean? It means when someone's looking at your resume,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have everything going on. Keep your experience between, you said 5 years, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's the best thing,
Yeah.
I think, because if it's too much, and pick your experiences too.
Yeah.
Do the big roles, not the
Yeah,
small ones,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Because it gets too wordy, and we were looking at a
Yeah.
lot last week,
That's
and I
right.
said, Dave, this looks too wordy, and you said, look at all these films that she put inside, right? It's
That's
not
right.
within the 5 years if you look at
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And it
That's
gets
right,
too
yeah.
much.
Yeah.
And we also saw the skills. Remember we were talking about the skills? How
that's
I
right.
said, I
Yeah.
like the one with the skills.
Mhm,
Shows
mhm.
versatility.
That's
I think
right,
that
yeah.
speaks to me more if I see more skills.
Absolutely. It's like, say, wherever you work and you are hiring somebody,
Yes.
if you get a 5-page resume and it's all scribbling and you can see, you don't have the heart to
I don't
read.
have time
ev-
to.
You
Yeah.
don't have the time.
We've got
Same
like,
thing. People in the movie business, they are very busy.
that's right.
Because there's lots of work going on. They have to talk to the directors, producers,
Mm-hmm.
casting agents, and so on and so on. There's lots of work because I work as a production manager.
Yes, you were
And
saying.
you believe me, girl, that there is so much to do. and if I spend half of my lifetime just looking at the resume because they have so much information.
Yeah.
So you're absolutely right. Keep it simple.
Simple.
Sweetheart.
Yeah, that's right.
You say sweetheart, but I say stupid. Okay, keep it simple, stupid, because if you don't like reading people's whole book, same thing with the casting directors. They don't like to know about your life history, okay, what you eat and what you throw out. They are just concerned with your acting skills, what movies you have done, what roles you have played, and what training you have. This is simple things. And you were also mentioning something else on the resume.
Well, with the skills, right?
Yes. Yes.
We said, we saw if you dance, you do belly dancing, name the type of dance you do,
Yeah,
name the type of, if you have a class 1, class 2 license,
That's right, yes.
If you're stunt man, you know how to drive a motorcycle,
Yes.
right?
yes,
Because
that's right.
they'll always fit you in if they like you, especially the skill part.
Mhm,
They say,
mhm.
if this person doesn't fit that role, we can put him in this role.
Yes,
and you have
absolutely.
a very good chance of
Yes.
actually getting a part,
That's
whether
right,
it be
yeah.
a big part or a small
Yeah.
part.
Now the reason why Rochelle has just repeated what she said in the first episode, because these points are so important.
Yes.
They are do or die. You could either be kicked out of the studio, or you can be recalled and say, okay, you didn't do too well on the first audition. How about act or acting lessons you have taken about motorbiking? What do you know about that? And if you have put your skills, you'll be recalled and you'll be hired. So these are very important points. Now, guys, something different. Okay, those who haven't entered the acting world yet. First thing, headshots. We have talked about that a lot. Today we are talking about resumes, and by the end of the program you will know what resume is. Third thing is, once you have made your resume, once you have your headshots, then you get your agent. Find your agent. Not every agent is going to accept you, okay, because they want to see your resume. If you haven't done too much work, she might say, well, I'm only accepting people with lots of experience. Why are they saying that? Because every agent with the working under the provincial government laws, they have to make 15% earnings off your paycheck. Okay, so if you make $100, she deserves $15 out of that for sending you to work, finding work for you. So she takes 15%. If you don't have any experience, if you don't have any skills, why would she hang your picture in her office? Because she will have lots of other choices to get other actors, those who have more skills, more training, and their headshot looks good, their resume looks good. So to get in that door of being an actor, you have to do so much hard work, guys. I won't say hard work, but everything very, very carefully. It's like finding a job in a job market. You know, you send resume after resume, but in this, you only need one resume to have you get chosen for an agent. Agent will take you if you have done your homework. Now, one important thing, I was talking about this yesterday, Rochelle, is every actor, when they get accepted by an agency, the first thing your agent is going to tell you is get your name on casting workbook.
That's right. I was going to say.
You go to www.castingworkbook.com. This is a site where every actor in the world has their life history on there, like their resume, their headshots, what sort of training. It's just like pasting. It's just like pasting this on the computer. It's just like having 5 of these, okay? Like, say I have 2 here, okay? But it's like having 5 or 6 of those different poses on your site. So it's your own site. It's just like you having your own personal site. But this is for the agencies. It's called Casting Workbook. You pay $75 a year, and anytime, just to give you an example how important it is. Say for example, Rochelle goes to an audition, or she is called by her agent, and her agency tells her to go for an audition. Before she sends Rochelle for an audition, she has to send some information of Rochelle to the casting director, who has asked her agency to send certain actors who look as beautiful as her. So she will choose them. But before she sends her to the audition, the casting director wants to know who she is, what she has done. If her agency tries to get this together and this together, by mail it's going to be over. It's going to take 5 or 6 days by the time this thing reaches her casting director. By that time they have already shot the movie. Okay. This process, the movie business is very fast. Okay, it's bang, bang, bang. Things happen very, very fast. If you're a slow learner or if you're a slow mover, you're out of this business. So what they do is, her agent is going to say, Mr. Casting Director, You can find Rochelle's headshots and resume and her experience. Everything is written on her site. So the link is castingworkbook.com/Rochelle. So the casting director immediately
have the link.
goes on that page and he finds out everything about Rochelle.
Yes.
And if he thinks that she will do good and she has the qualification, the casting director will phone back her agent and said, okay, yes, we will see Rochelle. See how fast it is?
Yes. That is fast.
So having that casting workbook, you pay 75 every year, but that's where all your information sits.
And it can just be passed on by email when you're applying, and then they just click on it.
Yeah, you will have a membership number. Okay,
Like a login.
So whenever you don't have to do that, but your agency, your agent will handle all that. But you have to have this website
Yes.
by paying them so that she can send the link to the casting
Yes.
director.
That's
Okay,
a good point.
So these are some of the tools, Rochelle. Wherever you work, you have to have certain things. Now, for example, if you're doing podcasts with me, okay, you had to sit home and you had to do research and so on,
Yes.
and then you have to do your makeup and all that. These are your tools for
Yeah.
being a host on the podcast.
That's right.
Everything you do, guys, you have to have a plan. You have to have the right tools. Okay, don't be shy. Don't say, "Oh, I don't want to spend $75 on a website." And where would you go? How would your information go to the casting director? How would you be called back? So these are the tools. Headshots. Headshots. You have to spend money and get your headshots done. I see so many pictures on Bookface or Facebook. And they send it to me and they say, Dave made me an actor. Oh, for heaven's sake. Just by baring your shoulders or opening a few buttons and showing your muscles.
Doing the selfies, no.
Selfies, no. Guys, this is professional
Yeah.
headshot. And it will cost you money, but a proper headshot will get you work.
And they also said the less makeup, the better.
Exactly.
That's how.
This is as simple as they want. I even had to take my glasses off. I wear glasses, but you don't wear glasses on your headshot because they want to see you as simple as you are. They will have the imagination to put on glasses for you and a mustache on you or a beard on you. Leave that imagination to them. Go to a professional photographer, not a wedding picture and all that, or your cousin who has a good camera and he says, okay, I'm going to take your pictures. No, don't waste time. Don't be putting your half naked body pictures on Facebook. That is not going to give you the roles. Casting directors are not sitting on Facebook and wasting their time. You need a proper way, a proper thing to do. And I'm going to give you a hint right now before we go. If you really want to learn what actors do, where do they get these lessons? I'm going to give you www.whitehillsactingschool.com. Go there and check out all the courses that are sitting there for you to learn. If you're going in acting business, you have to get trained, guys. There's no cutting corners. Okay, ain't I right about that?
Yes, you are.
Okay, you have to learn your business because you don't get called to auditions every day. There are, I think I mentioned before, there are 80,000 actors around the world. You are competing against them. Be good, be professional, follow the rules, follow studio ethics and all that. I'm going to say goodbye here because I see the clock is just
So
trying
much
to beat
to
me.
say in one podcast.
I know.
Wish I had more time.
Rochelle, next episode we are going to tape again on Sunday.
Yes.
And you mentioned you want to talk about
Age.
actors who say, oh, I'm getting old, so I'm not
Yeah.
getting roles and all that. So next week, it's a very interesting topic. You are not getting old. If
Don't
you're not
listen
getting
to
part,
anybody.
it's not your age. Don't let anyone tell you.
Tell you that. No.
Okay. So till next week, this is Dave saying goodbye.
And Rachel.
Saying
See?
goodbye too. Thank you. Thanks for
Bye.
watching. Bye.